Wakizashi's Tea House.
A samurai should always be prepared for death, whether his own or someone else's. I first got into Usagi Yojimbo back in the 1980s, just under 40 years ago. My brother lent me an early collection of Stan Sakai's tales of the wandering rabbit Ronin, and I fell in love with it immediately. I was already developing an interest in all things Japanese at that point in my life, so this was a perfect comic book for me. It introduced me to some Japanese words and gave me glimpses into some aspects of traditional Japanese culture. It also featured regular doses of samurai swordplay, ninja attacks, and a myriad of mythological creatures, yokai. Can you believe that Stan Sakai has been chronicling the adventures of Usagi Yojimbo for 40 years? That's very impressive. The more I read, the more I fell in love with the characters. Miyamoto Usagi, the loyal, good and brave wanderer whose adventures lead us on a compelling journey around feudal Japan. Murakami Gennosuke, Gen, a bounty hunter and a friend of Usagi who cares more for money than Bushido. Tomoe Ame, bodyguard to the lord of the Geishu clan and Usagi's loyal friend. Katsuichi Sensei, Usagi's teacher who developed his own unique style of swordsmanship. Kitsune, a street performer and master thief. She has helped Usagi in the past as well as picked his pockets on occasion. Jay, a former priest who believes he was chosen by the gods to detect and punish evil. He became the blade of the gods. The list could go on and on. So, I was delighted to hear that IDW, the comic publishing company, were going to begin publishing Stan Sakai stories from June 2019, and they were going to be in colour. The regular series has been in black and white since its inception, so to see Usagi in full colour every month will be a treat. Colourist Tom Luth, who I knew from his time colouring Gru the Wanderer, another great series by the way, will be adding his palette to the monthly title. Here's the synopsis for Issue 1 from IDW's homepage, and Issue 1 is part 1 of a 3-part story. Set in the Edo period of Japan, this adventure sees Usagi embroiled in a puppet drama where the players are not quite what they seem. Stan Sakai says, Bunraku, Japanese puppetry, captures many elements that make the world of Usagi Yojimbo unique. An adventure filled with Japanese culture, folklore and history. It also features the return of a long-awaited fan favourite character, and yokai, Japanese supernatural creatures. Okay, I'm going to give my short story summary of Issue 1 and show some of the art, so please keep watching. Here we go. Issue 1 opens with a dynamic fight scene between Sasuke, a fan favourite character who's a demon queller, and a horde of Japanese yokai. Stan Sakai's fluid drawing skills are on full view here as the action shifts from panel to panel. Kya! Foul demons! Demon queller, you will pay for killing my children. This huge monster fights Sasuke, threatening to kill and crunch his bones. I am not very tasty, says Sasuke. He dodges a fire attack from the demon, hits it with an icy blast wind, yeah, and then runs him through with his katana. Sasuke, exhausted, pants on the floor, when a strange vision appears. Sasuke, you have conquered the demons of Mount Funai. There is more danger in the wind. Go to Kuroyama Mura, Kuroyama village. Yes, Lord Shogi. Then we switch scenes. There are 3 characters on the page. One is talking. It appears to be 2 men fighting over a woman. Princess Momoko will never marry the likes of you. Leave now while you still can. A fight ensues. Yeah, tang, kang, ha, ka. His skill with the blade was pathetic, as were his boasts. But now you are mine. I am yours, my lord. But my father is the king of hell. Yeah. And she transforms into some kind of demon, a creature from hell. Then we pull back and we see it's a puppet show. Usagi Yojimbo is there watching. People in the audience are surprised. Wow, I'm so scared. That was so exciting. Thank you for attending our performance. The next act will begin after a brief intermission. Usagi wishes he could stay for the entire play, but as he says, Bunraku plays usually go on for the entire day. That was an amazing performance. Samurai, thank you for attending our show. Usagi tells him that the puppet's movements and expressions are so lifelike, it's difficult not to believe they're alive. The assistant tells Usagi, to a master puppeteer, they are practically living beings. He introduces himself as Nobu, a lowly apprentice who's been helping for 10 years. I hope to become an omozukai and operate the right hand and head. but it will not be for another 10 years. Then Nobu introduces his sensei, his master, Takagi-sensei. You honor me, samurai, and my humble troop. I am Miyamoto Usagi. The honor is mine, Takagi-sensei. Takagi-sensei asks Usagi to join him for a cup of tea. Usagi tells him he enjoyed the story. I write our plays. They are like life. Sometimes evil prevails over good. I enjoy more uplifting stories, says Usagi. Perhaps a story with a bit more humour, even a comedy. Takagi-sensei tells him that Bunraku stories are always dramas. Love, suicide reenactments are very popular, and he doesn't want to go against tradition. As Usagi is leaving the theatre from a very low entrance, he hears a voice. Sasuke! Did you enjoy the performance, Usagi? Usagi looks worried. Whenever you appear, it's because bad things are going to happen, right? Why are you here? There is some evil here, isn't there, Sasuke? Sasuke invites Usagi to an inn for a talk. Here's one, says Usagi. No, the owner is a Nukekubi in disguise. And we see at the bottom panel a weird-looking creature with sharp teeth. Come on in, sir. They go to another inn and sit down for some sashimi and tea. Sasuke tells him that he was sent by his master, Shoki. Shoki, the demon queller? But he's a myth, says Usagi. Now, Sasuke, tell me, what evil inhabits this town? Then we switch scenes to the village at night. It's quiet. It's dark. Inside the puppet theatre, the puppets sit quietly, silently. When? Blink! The eyes open on one of the puppets. To be continued. Well, I really hope you enjoyed that. I love spreading some Usagi love out there, trying to get people interested, trying to get people reading, because it's such a great series. I can't recommend it enough. It's great for kids as well, really good for teenagers, and I still enjoy it now. You know, I'm just like, well, I'm young at heart, aren't I? But yeah, big love for Usagi, so I hope you enjoyed that review of issue 1 from 2019. Okay, now, coincidentally, I just finished a live stream on Usagi Yojimbo where I give some of the background of the series and also talk about the new Netflix and Gomon animated series. I think it's a 10-part series which came out at the end of April. I'd heard nothing about it. I just found out by chance that it's out. I'd heard they were working on it. So yeah, please check it out. If you've got Netflix, have a look. It's called Samurai Rabbit, The Usagi Chronicles. And it's a little bit different, but it's still fun. It's got some nice ideas in there. There's some mixture of styles. The CG animation's okay, but they do a kind of flashback style where they show the feudal Japan, the proper original Usagi Yojimbo. So that's pretty good. So yeah, have a look. And if you've got kids, I recommend it. There's the Netflix series. It's really good. It's nice, clean fun, and yeah, I'd laugh watching it. So, okay, as always, thank you so much for watching. This is Gray from Wakizashi's Tea House, signing off for the night. Matane.
Wakizashi's Tea House. Please subscribe.